your bedroom a realistic approach that's super easy, simple, and quick, and that you can do today? Well, there's a lot of talk about how Feng Shui and the bedroom will help you, once it's set up correctly, to call in a beautiful love, the best sex you've ever had, if you follow certain steps. But let's be realistic, not all bedrooms, just like not all homes, can be perfectly arranged in the perfect Feng Shui practice. So now what do you do? How do you make your room attract those things? Anyways, I'm going to show you how today. I'm Patricia, and I help women turn their homes into powerhouses for manifesting money, miracles, magic, and love using the ancient practice of Feng Shui. I make brand new videos every single week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to get notified when a new video is posted. You're gonna love them. Now, like most homes, bedrooms are usually shaped in one particular way so that the bed can be positioned in one way, and that's the only way a bed can go. Now, sometimes a bedroom will have maybe two walls that could be good to position a bed. So we're going to talk about this now, because the ideal scenario for a bed in a bedroom, we're going to talk about ideal scenarios Feng Shui and then what we can do and the other ways. The ideal scenario for a bed is that when you come in the door, that the bed is positioned that has a wall behind it. So we don't recommend windows behind the bed, but that we've a wall behind it and you can see the door. So for example, if it was this bedroom, if this was a bedroom, that I would have the headboard here, I can see the door over here, and it's not coming straight at me. Let's go and talk about a few of these things. Now, that's the ideal scenario, but sometimes that's not what's going to happen. Maybe there was a wardrobe here and the bed has to go on this side of the wall. Now, don't think you are doomed for Feng Shui if that is the case, because life isn't always ideal. Not rooms are always perfect. Now, the ideal situation is what I shared, but let's go back to the ideal type of bed. Now, the ideal bed is a wooden bed that has a nice strong headboard that's going to give you a solid night's sleep. It's going to set you up with support and a sense of being supported. That's really what we want with a nice solid bed. We want to have our head to a wall with the headboard and see the door. Optimum. So what happens if your bed is positioned and the door is right beside your head? So when you're sleeping in your bed, the door is here. Oh no, are you doomed? No, but what I would recommend is, if that is the case, that you can put maybe on your bedside table a big lamp or something that's going to slow that chi down so it's not coming straight at your head and it's not the first thing that impacts you when you are in your bed there. Now, the other instance is, what if you're lying in your bed and you can't see the door? Now, the case in point is my own personal bedroom. In our bedroom in this house, the bed can go in one place. Anywhere else it would look crazy, or we'd be underneath windows, which isn't optimum either, and it just doesn't make sense for the way the room is designed. So when we're lying in our bed, we can't see the door. But what have we done instead? So when we position our bed, we lie in our bed, and at the very end of our bed, right at the bottom, we have a small little, two little window ledges, and on one of those window ledges, I have a small mirror. Now, you may have heard about mirrors are not ideal in a bedroom when they're reflecting you, but this mirror is doing something different. This mirror is actually, when you're lying in a bed, the small mirror is there and we can see the door. So a little bit like my video where I talked about setting up your office and what you should not have in your office, it's very similar in your bedroom. You don't want to have the door coming behind you because it can feel like you can't see what's coming. You may feel like it can impact your sleep and you won't sleep as well because your reptilian brain is going, whoa, I can't see, I'm not able to see what's coming. So when we put that small mirror there, it allows us, when you're lying in bed, to be able to just see the door and know and be aware that you're feeling safe and you know what's coming at you, just using that small mirror. Super simple. Now, let's just talk about some practical tips around the bedroom. Talk about the setup around the bed. You can do the best you can, and that mirror little tip is really, really useful. Now, the next thing is The actual bedroom itself, when you walk into your bedroom, I want you to think about these 3 words: rest, romance, and relaxation, because they are the only 3 things that I really recommend that you are doing in your bedroom, because we want to create your bedroom to be almost like a sanctuary, a space that is super supportive for all of your sleep. And one of the reasons I think the bedroom is literally, people ask me where should I start Feng Shui, is your bedroom, is because you spend so much time there. Now, what's the first thing we want to do? We want to talk about creating balance. And whether you're in a relationship or not, I do recommend thinking in pairs, creating this sense of harmony. So if you are in a relationship, making sure that the 2 bedside tables are matching, similar height, because if they're out of balance, it can often represent an imbalance in the relationship, or kind of like not quite as smooth as it possibly can be. I've seen this in real life in many of my clients' homes. So when I bring that sense of like what's matching, what's in pairs, if one person has a lamp, the other person has one of similar size. Think about that. If one person has space in the wardrobe, so does the other person. Now, in my video, how to feng shui your bedroom to call in love and to call in your soulmate and to fall in love, I would definitely recommend that for you if you are single. That video will give you tons of insights further than this one will about the bedroom. Now, especially if you want to call in love. The other thing in the bedroom is to make sure there is nothing under the bed. So we want to make sure that under the bed is clear. Now, I remember talking to someone in the past and they're like, I don't believe in feng shui, but I read this article about shoes underneath the bed, and she removed all the shoes and she was like, actually, I took all the shoes out and I sleep so much better. So I highly recommend you keeping under the bed as clear as possible. Now, you may have those storage beds, and if you do have those storage beds, it's okay, you're not doomed, but I want you to think about what you have under there. You definitely don't want exes, love letters, broken computers, anything that's kind of broken, any shoes that have been out walking around the world all day and bringing that under your bed, or notepads or journals, anything that has an emotional quality to be sleeping on that. Like, that's going to impact your dreams and your sleep. So we want to clear anything like that out from under your bed. And what I do recommend is, if it's the only place that you have for storage, put in some, like, you maybe store pillows or, duvet covers or quilts or sheets or linen is fine for under there. But anything else, I wouldn't recommend. Now, once you look at the space in terms of setting up your bedroom, the next thing that we want to look at is what is not really recommended in your bedroom. So we don't want spiritual artwork. And the reason we don't want spiritual artwork is we don't want them watching you. We don't want the Buddha or Krishna or Shiva watching you while you're in bed. You definitely don't want any of those deities watching you in bed, because it feels a little bit weird. And then it can be a little bit disrespectful. And the same goes for altars in your bedroom. We don't recommend them. Now, what if your bedroom is teeny tiny and it's the only place that you can have your meditation space and your altar? Don't panic. But at nighttime, I would just recommend putting a little shawl over it. The next thing that we don't recommend in your bedroom is work-related stuff. So having work-related things in your bedroom is like you're sleeping with your work. You're in bed with your work. That just feels so wrong. So you want to make sure what's in your bedroom is aligned with those words of rest, romance, and relaxation. Work has no place in your bedroom. And it's going to impact your relationships as well. Whether you're calling in a relationship or you're in a relationship, it's going to impact it. I did a consultation for a lady who wanted to actually call in a baby in with her relationship. And when we got to her bedroom, in her bedroom, there was her bedroom, her husband's side, and beside her husband, he had a stack of paperwork right beside his bed. And I'm like, well, he's sleeping with his work, and there's not going to be much attention or space for you if that's there. And that's they got rid of all of that, and now they're the proud mom and dad of a lovely little girl. So start to think about what's in that bedroom and let it go if it's not aligned with rest, romance, and relaxation. The next thing we don't recommend is having exercise equipment in your bedroom. Now, don't panic because it does kind of represent like exercise and expending energy. But don't panic if you do have it in a bedroom. Obviously, if it was like a yoga mat, can you put it in the cupboard? If it was an exercise machine, can you just put a little scarf over it at nighttime? So it's just allowing your bedroom to go into that beautiful, calm, zen space that it can be. Now, the next thing that we talk about in your bedroom is that you want to choose artwork that represents what it is that you want in terms of your relationship goals in your bedroom. I do talk a lot more about this in my video about setting up your bedroom for love, which you can check out. But the artwork, if you are in a relationship, have a picture of you and your partner in your bedroom. Now, you don't want pictures of your family members in your bedroom. You don't want your children having a picture of your children in your bedroom watching you when you're in bed. Oh, it feels a bit weird. Or of your parents or your friends. So you want to get rid of all of those and you want your bedroom to be a focal point for you and your current relationship, a picture of you on your happiest day ever that you absolutely adore that reminds you of your relationship. I would certainly recommend that. Or have pictures of artwork that represents the type of relationship that you want to call in. Now, the thing is, when it comes to your bedroom, it's all about working with what you have. So scanning your bedroom, number one, is going to be your homework. I want you to just walk into your bedroom as if it's the first time you've even seen it. And I want you to look at everything and say, does this represent rest, romance, and relaxation? And if it doesn't, it's time to let it go and to make space for it and start to really become more intentional about this space. Even if it's not ideal in terms of your bed location, can you look at the mirror? The other thing is also like the alternatives that I suggested was like, if you do have to work in your bedroom, that has to be your office space. How can you create a boundary between your working time and your bedroom? Because some people are now working from their bedrooms. So if you do have to work from your bedroom and you have to keep office stuff there, okay, what can you do? I would recommend getting a really nice storage box where you put all of the work-related things into that box at night when you finish your day at work and you close it off. That you put it all away so that it's not in visible sight to you when you are going back into your bedroom to sleep in. I would also recommend even kind of switching the space up a little bit. So maybe when you finish your work day, like open up the windows and just like clear out all the work energy and just allow yourself to go, okay, now I'm in bedroom mode. I have worked with clients whose bedroom, living room, and office is their one space. And this is a lady who lives in a studio apartment in New York. So what has she done? When she switches into her evening, afternoon mode from work mode, she covers over her desk. And then she sets up her couch and she's her beautiful cushions there for her daytime, afternoon, evening time. Then when it comes to bedtime, she literally takes all that away, sets up her bed and puts some different quilts and cushions on it. So it's like she's kind of created a different space so it looks different every single time she uses it. So how can you do that in your space? So if you do have to work, you have to like create some boundaries to put those things away. Now, Feng Shui is a practice, and the thing is, you just do one bit at a time. Your practice will change over time as you become more connected to your physical environment, and keep your eye on what's in your space and does it align with where you're going. So just like life changes over time, don't get caught up in hearing like, this is the worst Feng Shui. Don't get caught up in hearing things about like, oh, the bed being set in this place is going to be, you're doomed. Like, you just have to do the best you can and work with what you can and use the space that you have and optimize it the best you can. Now, I have an amazing guide called the Ultimate Feng Shui Checklist. Now, this Ultimate Feng Shui Checklist basically walks through every single room of your house and gives you those small little nudges of ideas and alternatives that you can do to improve the space in your home and improve the energy, because that's what Feng Shui is all about. Creating an environment that is magnetic to what it is that you want. Creating an environment that the energy flows easily and joyfully and calls in what it is you want. This Ultimate Checklist Guide you can get at patricialohan.com/checklist. So that's patricialohan.com/checklist. And that is basically all the best practices for every single room in your home. And as you move through that, you're going to get so many aha moments. Now, for today, I would love to hear your comments below. I would love to hear what your biggest aha moment about this video was. What's one thing you're going to take out of your bedroom to improve its energy? Come on and share with me. I can't wait to hear. And the more that we share, the more we'll inspire others to take action. Of course, if you've questions, feel free to post them in the comments as well, because I will be doing more of these videos and I want to hear what your specific questions are. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for the channel and hit the bell to get notified every time I make a video. Happy feng shuiing!